Hello there. The Remain side cannot use the economic arguments anymore, so they are now using the National Health Service as the anti-Brexit political football. In a huge scaremongering programme, more than 100 politicians have come together to say that leaving the EU is the biggest threat of all to the NHS. In a letter seen by The Independent, MPs, MEPs, peers and Assembly members from Labour, the Liberal Democrats, the SNP, the Green Party and Plaid Cymru said a hard Brexit would create challenges for the NHS for decades to come and could lead to further privatisation, reports The Independent in an exclusive. And the overriding message they have come up with is the cost of Brexit to the NHS too high a price to pay? All the blame for NHS problems is placed on Brexit, and none on the billions that we have proven to have overspent on PFI and drugs, nor the pressures placed on the NHS through health tourism and open border policies. I mean, who set up the NHS, the UK or the EU? The Brexiteers put out a positive message of more money for the NHS and got condemned for it, but the Remoaners think it okay to use the NHS negatively for their own purposes. I hope that the general public understand that this is pure, hysterical, anti-Brexit politicking of the worst kind and treat its peddlers with the contempt they deserve. Oh, and by the way, the EU will not protect the NHS either. The 16th social pillar of the EU on which its future policy will be built says that everyone has the right to timely access to affordable, preventative and curative healthcare of good quality. And once the EU single market has its teeth into healthcare, which is only a matter of time, we will find out that affordable does not guarantee free at the point of delivery. Moving on. According to the chief economic strategist at Net Wealth Investments, Gerard Lyons, a post-Brexit City of London will be in a good position. Although he points to competition from New York and from niche centres in Western Europe, he said that the City of London is in a strong position to maintain its status as the world's financial capital. Many of the city's strengths are deeply embedded and therefore Brexit-proof. Moreover, London is in pole position to become the centre of global fintech. More solid good news for Brexit. Now to clocks. It now seems that the UK cannot even control its own time zone when inside the EU. Members of the EU Parliament are this week debating on whether or not to scrap British summertime. According to The Sun, the MEPs will be looking at an impact assessment indicating that there are negative impacts on health, agriculture and road traffic safety of the twice-yearly changing of the clocks. If voted through, the UK could end up delaying this until after Brexit Day, but could well be forced to adopt it during a transition phase. Whatever the merits of this, surely it is a matter for the UK Parliament, not MEPs that don't even live here. The good news is that stuff like this just nudges people further into the Brexit camp, so keep 'em coming. An experimental study of tax data indicates that wage growth may actually be greater than previously thought. Tax data suggests that pay rose by 3.1% in the year to September, substantially stronger than the 2.3% reported in official figures. The figures raise the possibility that wages may be rising more quickly than inflation, which stood at 3% over the same period, reports The Telegraph. This could indicate that the tightening labour market may be having more of an effect on wage growth as employers fight harder to attract and retain staff. Although this new study used real-time pay-as-you-earn tax data, it does not include the self-employed and there is less information on the difference between pay and bonuses, so should not be viewed as perfect. Remember all those claims that post-Brexit xenophobia would clear our universities of international students? Well, it seems that has not happened on both counts. Firstly, there is no post-Brexit xenophobia. That is just a Remainer fib. And secondly, the number of foreign students applying to UK universities has gone above 100,000 for the first time, reports The Telegraph. And applications from the other 27 EU states was 43,150, which is the highest ever apart from the 45,220 seen in 2015. In some interesting news, a leading UK economic forecasting group, the EY Item Club, has upgraded its growth forecast for the UK in 2018 from their previous prediction of 1.4% to 1.7%. The group also said that growth was better than expected for 2017 and that it expected the momentum to continue with mid-range growth into the future. They have, however, also downgraded their projections for the UK economy for 2019 from 1.8% down to 1.7%, for 2020 from 2% to 1.9%, and for 2021 from 2.2% to 2%. So they're predicting UK economic growth after Brexit. But the interesting bit is that the EY Item Club itself says it is the only non-governmental forecasting group to use HM Treasury's model of the UK economy. Our reports provide a detailed economic analysis and forecast of economic activity for the period ahead. They are independent of any political, economic or business bias. Food for thought, eh? What do you think? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.